with a different plan to handle the lack of pace, but to use the big stride. Here comes Jur Vrieling with the 10-year-old by Lassino, Long John Silver in Riyadh. Doesn't fly out of the turn, he waits and he gets the inside turn, he gets a little bit of support from that oxer and gets over the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and everybody is going to have to ride 8, but Vrieling's horse travels a little bit slower over the ground. Vrieling now opening up, trying to ride less strides than his opponents will do. A right-hand turn up to a meter 60 tall launching global champions to upright on the angle, and now count the strides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 7 are there, and Vrieling jumps double clear, and Vrieling is in at 38.83 seconds, left out every stride he could. There was no option than the 8 into the double, and Vrieling has laid down the gauntlet. 38.83 for the Dutchman. And how tough is that to get past? How much margin is there? How much meat did he leave on the bone? As he goes out with the mighty grey, it's Harry Smulders who comes in on the mighty bay. 42-year-old Harry Smulders, who had to take it on the chin from Malin Bayard Johnson in Saint-Tropez. Another Dutch on Kiss and Cry, 2 Dutch, Hoekstra and Van der Vleuten. Sanne Thijssen for the Dutch after her win in Madrid, already in that Super Grand Prix. This is about Smulders' first Grand Prix win of the season, and between him and Vrieling, the golden ticket. If Smulders goes clear in 38.82 seconds, the ticket is for him, otherwise it's Vrieling. But you can see that Monaco has got much more dynamics in that stride, in that step of his. And that is what Smulders will need to use. Like an arrow out of a bow. Smulders gets ahead. There's a split time in the heart of the double. Good shot. Standard 8. Split time, he has been 2 seconds, yeah, 1.3 is up on the clock. Now, Vrieling started to use the big stride of Long John Silver. And Smulders also has to keep thinking about the fences, to leave them up. 38.83. Oh, and that is a brilliant move from Smulders with 1 stride less to the second last. And Smulders has got time in hand as he finishes there in Riyadh in 36.68 seconds. Then the golden ticket goes to Harry Smulders. Jur Vrieling is beaten fair and square, but Smulders is not out of the woods just yet with 2 still to go. Nevertheless, Smulders is going to Prague to the LGCT Super Grand Prix based on this round in the jump off. The difference more than 2 seconds, 2.115 I believe. And if you look at the start list, you'll say that Smulders or Malin Bayard Johnson have got the faster horses, but that is what we all said about Philip Weishaupt in the jump-off in Valkenswaard. Nevertheless, competing by this under-25 rider. Michael Pender is the Valkenswaard Grand Prix winner and is again on HHS Calais. Calais by Cavalier Royal and OBOS Quality, an all-Irish combination. Ita Brennan bred, Bravo Hughes owned, HHS Calais. 11-year-olds under the saddle of just a 23-year-old Grand Prix winner. Big step, and we've seen in the first round how careful this HHS Calais actually is. He feels like he has to hold a bit more than Smolders, who could ride up to the upright. But the turn, just like in Valkenswaard, might be better than Smolders. Now on the same 8, cross canter, deep to the Oxer, over the back rail and over the upright, and a split time. He's 100th of a second behind him. 100th of a second splits at this point. Harry Smolders and Michael Pender. And is Pender going to score a double in his first season, where he won a Grand Prix in Valkenswaard, heading home for 36.68. He's going to get it. He's going to get it. He's going to score a double. There's Pender. How is that possible? How is that horse able to go so fast? How can he float over the ground the way he did? Michael Pender is again a second quicker than one of the fastest horses on the circuit. And forever I will take back that H.H. Calais is a slow horse. It's a fast horse and it's a world superstar. What a horse is Calais. And Pender leads the Grand Prix ahead of Smolders and Vrieling, with just one man or one rider still to go. How about that? This stage has absolutely everything. History is being written, scenarios rewritten, and horses excel and rise above what everybody had predicted. Wow, Mikey Pender. Now Malin Bayer-Johnson, you beat Harry Smolders in Saint-Tropez by a small margin, but Michael Pender has beaten Smolders by a second nearly, 9/10. Last rider, the last jump off of the regular 2022 season. It's Malin Bayer-Johnson with H&M Indiana. Split time, 17.89. Where is she? Where is she? A second up on the clock. And Malin Bayer-Johnson with Indiana cruising over the grass. What a perfect shot. Oh, and it's gone. And with that, it is Michael Pender who wins his second Grand Prix of the season on that star HHS Calais, as Jur Vrieling scores another third place. Harry Smolders is second. Malin Bayer-Johnson is fourth. But Michael Pender does it again. At the age of 23, I think that he is officially the youngest rider ever to win 2 Grand Prix in a single season. A history-writing stage here in Riyadh. Ben Meyer is a historically third champion, but Michael Pender is defying the odds and has won again on that very loyal Irish-bred horse of his. HHS Calais has risen above himself once again, jumping double clear. It's the horse of the weekend, as it is without a doubt one of the only horses not to have had a single fence down all weekend, over 4 rounds of jumping. And Michael Pender in general is a little bit nervous about these winners' interviews. We'll give them to you in a minute as we watch the final standing, but if he keeps winning like this, he will get used to it. Pender wins, Smolders is second, and Vrieling is third. Vrieling scores his 5th third place in an LGCT Grand Prix. Smolders goes to Prague, and Pender is becoming a real superstar. Malin Bayer-Johnson is fourth, but she was already qualified for the Super Grand Prix based on that win in Saint-Tropez. And Weishaupt is the fastest on 4 faults. And this is the head-to-head between Pender and Smolders, and Pender on the left and Smolders on the right. Level, exactly level. Pender with a brilliant turn back, 1 stride less from Pender. Same number of strides into the double. And then Pender opened up that big step, and we spoke about the somewhat smaller step of Monaco. And indeed, it is the big stride of Pender and of Calais, that really propelled him to this second Grand Prix win in his career, second Grand Prix win in this year. And there's only a handful of riders that have ever done that in the same season. Gets level with the likes of Ludger Beerbaum, of Michael van der Vleuten, of Daniel Dooster, who did it of course this year with 2 different horses.